There's one thing that I hate being asked. What will I do after high school? And I hate this question because I usually don't know what to answer. And I don't want to make people think that I don't think about my future, because I do think about my future. So instead, I answer with something that feels close to me, and that thing is programming. And because I'm sitting at my computer all day, almost every day, I play video games. I play video games, that doesn't mean that I program, but there's just this one thing that I say to people when they ask me this question, because I feel pressured. But I was never 100% sure that programming is the right thing for me. So that's why I'm making this video, to find out if I actually like the thing that I want to do in the future, if I like it. Because one thing is that, programmers are getting paid really good, but if you're in it for the money, then you won't last for long, because you really have to like that thing. This might change all my look into programming. So, for the next 30 days, I will try to program in Python. Because I always thought, do I really want for the rest of my life to sit at a computer screen and solve problems? It doesn't sound pleasing to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Yeah, let's do this. So, from then on, my journey started. My strategy to learn Python was basically to watch YouTube series by coding entrepreneurs on Python and complete the 30 days that way. And obviously I'm not going to show you my thought process, because I do tend to think for long periods of time. So right now you will have to just follow through what I'm saying. Day 1 was quite exciting and at the same time nervous, like your first day at school. Well, not exactly, but on this day it was kind of a warm-up for what's to come. Installing Python and getting to know how to write Python code. Learning how to print out 1, 2, 3. And we will follow up with a quote from me from day 1. Everything that was required for day 1 was to download Python. And I did it. So what could be more difficult than that? On day 2 I learned about numbers, variables and strings. It was nothing special, I just followed along the tutorial. Also came across a few inadvertent errors. On day 3 and on day 4 I wrote a few more hello worlds, learned about lists and dictionaries, iterations and loops. Of course, you can't say that I fully learned those things. I got an introduction to them. In these days I faced a problem of having the wrong spacing at times, which annoyed me quite a bit. Also, underscore started to become my worst enemy, because for some reason I just forgot to include it in times, even though I was following a tutorial. So I learned about all these new things, however I didn't quite know where will I use them in real situations. But I guess the point was to learn how these things work in the first place. On day 5, things got interesting. I kind of got annoyed really fast and quite frankly was not ready to continue like this for the next 25 days. I guess the problem was in me, although I'm not sure, maybe I was not ready to learn Python for some reason. I was not ready to deal with the problems that I needed to face, so I guess it's a bad sign if I will want to program in the future. So this is what happened. I feel like this video is gonna take a turn. This isn't doing me any favors. I guess I'm just bad at following tutorials, because I'm just following them. I'm not actually learning anything by myself, I guess. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'll actually explain it later. Honestly, during these few videos I felt like in a math class, because let's say we are solving a task and the teacher is writing something and we are just copying, and I am just copying it. but I am not actually understanding what I'm writing. I'm not understanding everything that's going on, so I'm not actually learning, but I'm just copying everything that my teacher is doing, and that's not learning. The actual learning in math was when I faced the task myself and had to think myself and then ask the teacher the needed questions. So this video will take a turn now, and I know what I'm gonna do. This video is not in the bin, because if you see it then I've succeeded, but for the next, I guess, remaining 25 days, we are gonna try to code on freecodecamp.org for the next 25 days, and that was my idea at the start, but then I realized that like there's no kind of a goal. Like I took these Python series because they were like structured into 30 days, but here there are no 30 days. You can code for as long as you want, but we're just gonna get into the basics of it, and I'm just setting a goal to code for the next 25 days, to code for 30 minutes a day. I kind of like the page because you can kind of read the instructions and then you have to do it yourself, which is a really good thing. And yeah, so let's see how it goes, I guess. Very nice. So my game plan for the rest of the days was to at least complete the first course that FreeCodeCamp recommends, and that is the Responsive Web Design certification, which involves HTML and mostly CSS, actually. Some sources have told me that those are not, as a matter of fact, programming languages. However, FreeCodeCamp does recommend to complete the web design course first. So yeah, as you can see, the layout of FreeCodeCamp is pretty dope. The theoretical side is on the left side, and then you can write your code in the middle, and it shows your written code visualized on the right. And to complete each course you need to complete a set of tasks. So day 6 and day 7 was filled with basic CSS knowledge, and then applied visual design started. And I already knew some of this stuff because I have worked with HTML and CSS before. However, this course went into depths I've never been in. And I also still struggled with little mistakes, for example forgetting to put a semicolon in some needed places. However, at times I did figure out a solution to some of the tasks on my own, which is a proud moment. So I felt like I was learning something, even though at times I forgot a simple term like what is a anchor tag. And I can only blame myself when sometimes a single typo messed up my code. But it's not like I understood everything that was going on, although the tasks did help majorly, especially to get the brain working. Property to an empty string. So empty string is just... But why would I do that? That? Or this? Oh wow, it actually does that? That's mad. I just didn't understand what I did there, dude. Hopefully everything will come clear sooner or later. And if you're wondering why I'm talking over all this footage, it's because 95% of the time in these videos I'm thinking and the rest 5% I'm waffling. Actually, I will show you the quote-unquote highlights from day 10, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So So how do I run the actual animation? Does anyone know? Ah. Wow. That's cool. Wow. I have no idea how I'll be able to figure this by myself, dude. I wouldn't say I would never, but this just seems like a lot to take in, basically. Right, 100% done. Applied accessibility, still responsive web design. So we're on to the next one, which is still web design, which I don't care. I want web design, why not? Yeah, I kind of realized now that it's not entertaining at all to watch me learn HTML and CSS, although when I did this challenge I felt like it would be cool to see from a video standpoint. So now I just have to waffle about stuff so it doesn't become boring. But yeah, during the applied accessibility part of the course I learned about all of the different label types, links, color variations, navigation and stuff like that. And then on day 13 I got onto the responsive web design principles. Here the media query started and I faced my first difficult challenge where I needed assistance. Actually, let me show you my struggle. I needed to add a media query so that the paragraph tag had a font size of 10 pixels when the device's height is less than or equal to 800 pixels. He literally has the same.
So this challenge, we're now going to apply a different media query rule, and it's going to apply it to the P tag instead of the body tag. But instead of max width, we're going to GHP. So size, so in pixels.
That's what I
So
did.
now we've
That's what I did, dude. What is wrong? Space? Or what? What is wrong? What? What the flip is wrong? Like... Okay, let's leave this to tomorrow because I have no idea what there is to wait for. What are we waiting for? Last time my brain went a little nuts and I couldn't figure out anything what to do. So maybe today is gonna be a better day. Maybe he wants me to not change it there, but change it here. For, well, whatever reason that is. Oh. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. I have always not liked responsive web design. Well, now I don't quite agree with this statement. Responsive web design is bearable. For now, it's better than coding in Python. And then the adventures with CSS Fluxbox started, which was quite a intriguing part, to be fair. I spent quite a lot of time digesting everything that was written in the theory tab. Basically, during days 14 and 15, I did everything that was to do with aligning boxes, shrinking them, changing the dimension and placement of the boxes. And yes, I did face some difficult tasks. It was challenging to understand everything that was written there, but you have to start somewhere. And for this course, I have to confess I did use some external help. But that is a part of the learning process.
A row or column can be. So let me show you how this works and show you how to solve this challenge. I'm going to replace this second number in the repeat function with the min-max function,
Oh my god.
which will pass in two arguments. First will be 9.
So it's function within the function, which no one told me that I have to do that, but okay. Fair enough, I guess. No one told me that that is possible. Like some things in math. Well, now there's some tags or definitions that I forgot about. Viewport width.
So I'm going to put footer here.
So, okay.
And now if I refresh, we'll see that there's 3 different sizes we can do. So here you can see the header on the top and bottom and the advert in the middle. Now the advert stretches all the way from the top to bottom, and then the third size would be everything
Okay.
right.
So I had the right idea in mind, but I didn't know what's the purpose of two of these. I guess because the middle line has also like advert and content, 2 words. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, fair enough. From day 16 things changed. I finished every HTML CSS course and now I needed to build my own projects. Starting with a tribute page, I needed to include certain things, and then when every user story was complete, only then I could move on. And these were the challenges where I learned the most. Enjoy this quick time lapse of my work.
And I know that I did not work on the visual appearance of the page. I just completed the required tasks, which might have been the wrong approach. I don't know. Actually enjoy a few more time lapses. Survey form. product to landing page. technical documentation page. personal portfolio. Okay, hello fellow gamers. To day 27 of my great journey. And we are getting close to our finish line in the sense that this is the last challenge for HTML, and I'm at test 5 or test 4, so we will hopefully finish this with me completing HTML course HTML/CSS. Alright, enough of talking, and let's head on to complete something. Oh my god. Wow. Just wow. So, okay. It does not like that I put the ID on the O and not the now. All this time. That was the problem. Yikes. Okay. Well, I guess we've solved it, so I mean, yeah. Okay, nice. So basically, we have completed all the HTML and CSS challenges, and now if we wanted to, we could move on to JavaScript. However, it's day 30, so I'm not gonna do that, obviously. Instead, I have 20 minutes left for today, and honestly, I can just kind of style out my webpage better, probably. Most problematic day would be day 25, or actually the entire last week, which is good. I like challenges. And if you're wondering why I was looking at my second screen so much, that is because I was searching for a good explanation for what I needed to do. Because obviously I'm not a HTML or CSS expert. You could see that I struggled to understand at times what I needed to do. However, I didn't give up. Nevertheless, that is the end of my 30-day challenge. And what can I say? Do I want to pursue my career with programming? To be honest, I might give it a shot. Because as of now, I don't see a better option. One thing is clear though. I do want to work with computers in some way in the future. I just don't see a better option at the moment. But maybe this is my best option. Who knows? Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you soon. Take care.